Hey, what's up, y'all? I know I'm eat this chocolate in my mouth. I'm gonna get dry, but I can't help it. Hershey's Kisses are the best. Hold on one second. I know I'm gonna have to get some water. Wait a minute. I'm back. Y'all know a whole lot of stuff going on, and a lot of topics. And I wrote some of the stuff down that I'd want to talk about. Where is it? It's not it. I can move some of this stuff out of the way. Oh yeah. Okay. But anyway, y'all, let me say this really quickly. I know people are just kind of just sinking their teeth into the latest gossip that's going on as it relates to Jada Pinkett Smith's tell-all book. I don't care. And now you got this person who's supposed to have been Will Smith's best friend. He was on this podcaster Tasha K's podcast, and he said he was assistant to Will and worked with Will, and he one evening he allegedly walked in on Will getting, I guess smashed out by Dwayne Martin. I don't care about that crap either. I don't nobody cares. No, this is old stuff. Y'all know what was still bothering me? Those Oscars a couple years ago. And Will, if you get this video, come close, man. I don't, if I don't care if him and Jada divorced or whatever, and Slapgate, that's my issue. Will, if anybody knows Will Smith, man, get this video to him. I want to ask him, because I'm still bothered by the Oscars. Y'all know the Oscars where that whole night could have really what's up, Carl? Could have really been something for the books in a positive way. You had a black director. But let me start. Jada had suggested, years earlier that Oscars so white and they were going to protest, blah, blah, blah. And then, okay, years earlier, bring it up to the Oscar night of Slapgate. And here's my question. Will, everybody knows Will. Because Will is still one of my favorite actors. I was just so disappointed. I'm talking about disappointed in my soul. Because, as far as the image. And because what people do, if it's made public or whatever, we're all going to have a conversation about it. And it's just part of what it is. So if anybody's talking about it, hey, it's supposed to, it's in the public. But I want to know, if I would ever meet Will Smith, again, the Denzel, my favorite of all time was Howard Rollins. Then there's Denzel and like Don Cheadle, people like that, Angela Bassett, Loretta Devine. As far as men, Howard Rollins, Denzel, Will Smith, Don Cheadle. Throw in some Al Pacino. And what's that little extra liberal Italian guy that dates the black chick and talks, very democratically, De Niro. I like his stuff as well. But Howard Rollins, Denzel, Will Smith. Favorite, Pursuit of Happiness, 7 Pounds. What else? I even like Concussion, but Will, you shouldn't have started that movie, man. I know years later you should not have started that movie. Maybe you executive produced it. Yeah, I didn't care for Hancock. But for the most part, anything Will do. I even like Hitch a little bit. But if Will Smith is in it, I I like it. I Bad Boys. You know, Will Smith, man. So that's why I was so disappointed. And I had an expectation because he always presented a particular behavior publicly. And so I'm just going to hold you to what you've always put out there publicly, Will. Positive, you know, see no evil, spoke no evil, you just doing your thing. Then that red table talk when she came over, when your wife came up with this foolishness called entanglement, just say you cheated and you blew up the spot. Whatever y'all arrangement was, I didn't care about that. Of course, a lot of couples who've been married a long time, and especially rich people, they're not even sleeping in the same house, let alone the same bedroom, but they still come out and do photo shoots and show up together for movie premieres. Everyone knows that. So who cares? But Will, my man, oh God. That Oscar night, you know, of course, Chris Rock host, and and you were in that movie I loved, and I knew you were going to win the best Oscar. Williams, Serena Williams' dad's King Richard. I loved that movie. I thought you did a great job. Great job. I said, yeah, this is it. Will's gonna get the Oscar, because you know. Good job, man. Good job. I thought you should have won it for Ali, but I wasn't tripping about Jamie winning it for Ray. I thought you did a good job at Ali. Wild Wild West, I'm not gonna hold that against you, but King Richard, man, you did a great job. Oscar worthy. That same night, Samuel L. Jackson was honored with a Lifetime Oscar. It was so much blackness. So much cool black stuff going on that particular Oscar night. Again, a black dude, Will Packer, produced it, directed it. It had black comedy writers. Some of the little quote, some of that little feminist liberal crap. You know, I just looked past all of that. But the point was, it was actually a black Oscar night, and you would have been the star of the show, Will. So when I understand racism, white supremacy, they don't ever sleep. It was a lot of cool stuff that happened tonight. Some sisters that won some awards. Samuel Jackson, Will, you won for Best Actor. It was a lot of black people winning Oscars. And then Slapgate. And of course, I was initially shocked by that. It did something to my soul. I couldn't breathe for a sec when I saw that. And then as I regained my composure and processed it, well, I have to ask you, man, were you hired to do that? Were you hired to purposely sabotage that night? And your little slap on the wrist say you won't show up. And also, whoa. I haven't seen the movie, but it's been getting rave reviews. Emancipation. Because, you know, a lot of times black people don't like quote-unquote slavery movies, but it must be something special about that movie. Had you not done Slapgate, a lot of black people would have gone to see that movie. A new movie that we probably need to see. So did you sabotage it so black folks won't get to see that movie? Like, Feminist Hollywood sent black feminists out to destroy Birth of a Nation by Nate Parker, a movie that black folks decided to pass on because white feminists and Jewish Hollywood decided to bring up an old so-called rape case of Nate Parker that he was found acquitted of back in college in the early 90s by an all-white jury. But they brought that up as if it was something new and triggered the black feminists, the anti-black male misandrists. A movie that black people really needed to see, but instead directed them to a comedy about slavery called Django Unchained. And that's what they went to see. They even go see 12 Years a Slave. But black people really need to go see Birth of a Nation. They can still see it, but you give them a point. So I can't help but wonder, Will, did you purposely sabotage all of that so black folks can remain kind of mentally off of what's going on? That's my question, man. Were you hired? I'm not like you'll tell me yes, you were. But if I ever met you, man, that's the only thing I want to ask you. And express my disappointment for your behavior that night. How you ruined probably the last black night in Hollywood. So I have to know, brother, were you hired to purposely sabotage Black Night at the Oscars and further perpetuate the myth or the stigma that whenever black people come together, violence breaks out? Because interesting, on that night, Black Night at the Oscars, a black-on-black crime occurred when you walked up there and assaulted Chris Rock. So it's deeper than the slap, Will. I look past the smoke screen. I'm looking at what was that distraction about? Okay, that emancipation movie, a lot of people give it rave reviews. Black folks who normally don't see it. So there must have been something empowering about that movie, Will, that you pissed on, with that behavior. And the whole story is about Will Smith smacking Chris Rock, not Samuel Jackson receiving Lifetime Achievement Oscar, not those sisters who won Oscars, not even you. Because what you did up there, that weird ass speech about, we supposed to know I was sent here to protect black women. Man, cut it out, bro. I think the tears were because I think those tears came from your soul, your conscience, because you knew what the fuck you did. But I'm still going to ask you, brother, did you purposely sabotage the one and the last actual black night of the Oscars and turn it into another black-on-black crime scene and just wiped out all of the greatness that was happening that night so it can keep black people thinking backwards? Or kill what, or did you purposely kill what was poised to be a beautiful image for black Americans at the Oscars? But anyway, if I run into you, bro, that's all I have to ask of you. I don't care about all the other stuff. I ain't got nothing to do with your bedroom or even between you and your wife. I ain't got nothing to do with none of that, bro. My question is to you, man. Did you purposely, and you can tell me, man, I won't tell nobody, that you purposely sold out? You let them hire you to do that? I mean, I'm just assuming. So if we ever meet, if somebody gets this video to Will, just hit me up. I'm on Instagram, bro, Ricotheopinionist. I'm on Twitter, Ricotheopinionist. So you can send me a tweet and hit me on Instagram and say, no, bro, I didn't do that. And I guess I'll believe you. But yeah, so that's my question. I don't care about all the other stuff. I just want to know were you hired to purposely sabotage Black Night at the Oscars? Be cool. Talk to y'all later. Hey, y'all hit that Cash App and that PayPal. No, it'd be cool with me, fool with me. Shout out to Rated J back in Memphis, Tennessee. Legendary DJ in my hometown. Talk to y'all later. Peace.